Este programa es traído a ustedes por Help You Sell Galleria Realty.
Amici ascoltatori, buongiorno. Il programma Bienvenidos a su casa da ora assumerà un tono più internazionale e diventerá María Powell TV Show. Amigos, muy buenos días. Solo queremos darles un aviso que el programa de Bienvenidos a su casa asumirá un tono más internacional y cambiará de nombre. Ahora se llamará María Powell TV Show. Estamos preparando muchas sorpresas, así es de que estén pendientes. Good morning, everybody. The show Welcome to Your Home. From now on, we'll assume a more international tone and we'll have a new name, María Powell TV Show. We have a lot of surprises for you, so stay tuned.
Bienvenidos a su casa, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos a su casa, bienvenidos. Con María Powell.
Welcome to your home.
Bienvenidos a su casa, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos a su casa, bienvenidos. Bienvenidos a su casa. Welcome to your home.
Amici ascoltatori, buongiorno. Il mio intento questa mattina è spendere due parole su María Powell. María Powell è un broker immobiliario in Tucson, Arizona, da ora rivolto al mercato immobiliario italiano. María Powell è da ora un brand di moda specializzato in accessori per donna made in Italy. Grazie amici ascoltatori. Oggi è un mio onore presentare un'artista cantante italiana di Roma, Naira, con la canzone Qui in ogni nota mía. Buon ascolto. Y bueno, pues como ustedes ven, lo que necesito decirles es que María Powell, ahora que es un broker inmobiliario aquí en Tucson, también comenzará ya a hacer negocios con bienes raíces en Italia, así como moda, accesorios para mujer hechos en Italia. Y bueno, pues ahora les voy a presentar a una bellísima cantante italiana, Naira, con una canción bella, espero que la disfruten.
Ciao Maria, grazie per avermi dato la possibilità di essere rappresentata nel tuo bellissimo programma. Un bacione grande, grazie mille.
Vorrei solo che tu fossi qui, in questo mondo gelido. Sai che quando tu sei scappato via da me, io ho aspettato ferma qui che lei lasciasse te, perché so che la passione no, non era un'illusione e che ritornerà a riempirti l'anima. E che eri prima di conoscermi, prima che ti portasse via da me. Ed ora io ti vorrei qui, dentro un brivido, anche un incubo, dentro l'anima, in ogni favola. Vorrei fossi qui, in ogni nota mia. Vorrei solo che tu fossi qui, nel mio letto caldo, a stringermi e a ricordarmi di quei tempi che erano magici. Invece resto immobile senza verità, perché so che la passione no, non era un'illusione e che ritornerà a riempirti l'anima. E che eri prima di conoscermi, prima che ti portasse via da me. Ed ora io ti vorrei qui, dentro un brivido, anche un incubo, dentro l'anima, in ogni favola vorrei fossi qui. Vuota e persa dentro un treno, adesso sono io, con gli occhi lucidi pieni di malinconia. Vuota e persa, sento il gelo. Io speravo che il sorriso celasse la magia, che un giorno la tua mano ritrovi la mia, come un guanto, come un atto. Vuota e persa dentro un treno, adesso sono io, con gli occhi lucidi pieni di malinconia, stanca e persa su un treno, che eri prima di conoscermi, prima che ti portasse via da me. Ed ora io ti vorrei qui, dentro un brivido, anche un incubo, dentro l'anima, in ogni favola vorrei fossi qui, in ogni nota mia.
Bienvenidos a su casa. Welcome to your home.
Y bueno, pues ahora tenemos el segmento de los simpáticos aquí en con Pima Animal Care Center. Thank you for being here. And guess what? We have obviously the main guests of the show. And we have Chase and Sophia Powell, and of course Corina. Hi Corina, how are you doing?
Good, and you?
I'm doing
Thank you for having
fantastic.
us here.
No, thank you for taking the time to bring the puppies, and hopefully we can find a home for everybody.
Yes.
And not only just the ones you bring, but everybody. Tell us a little bit about Chase. He's so cute.
Chase is 11 years old. He's a Chihuahua. He was brought in because his owner, she lost her home, so it was really hard for her to give him up. But he's available for adoption.
Okay.
He's 11. He'll have his teeth cleaned, and he'll be neutered, and he'll be set and ready with all his vaccines.
So it's a great opportunity now to get him. It won't cost pretty much a lot. I mean, and
No.
ready to go.
Ready
You
to
don't
go.
have to spend any
Dental,
money.
everything is going to be free. So the only thing you would have to pay is $18 for his license.
Yeah, see, and instead of buying puppies, and I think these are the best. Look at Sophia. I mean, she's like, she loves TV. Is just always watching. He's not moving. There he is. But, so ella es Corina, oficial Corina de Pima Animal Care Center. Nos dice que tenemos a Chase aquí, que tiene ya 11 años, o sea que ya está un poquito más tranquilo y ya tiene todas sus vacunas, le van a hacer la limpieza de los dientes. Y bueno, es un perrito pues chihuahua tranquilo, juguetón, bello. Ojalá que nos puedan ayudar a encontrarlo en la casa. Y si es posible, si usted adopta a esta mascota, a mí me encantaría de verdad entrevistarlo y agradecerle en público su generosidad y su compasión por estos lindos animales. I think that's a good thing.
Oh, yes.
Now let's talk about the rain. The rains are coming. I think, no? The monsoon
Monsoons.
seasons are coming, and I know that it's very important for people to understand why the dogs can get upset unless
Yes, the thundering, lightning, the rain, todo eso los asusta a los perros y si quieren se van de la casa
Se asustan.
y se llena nuestro albergue de animales. Ahorita estamos bien llenísimos y ya viene la lluvia otra vez.
So what do you think people have to do to help minimize that issue?
Dejar que entren a la casa los perros para que cuando esté lloviendo mucho o los truenos y todo eso, déjalos que entren y se queden adentro hasta que todo se calme y luego ya pueden salir para afuera.
Sí.
Porque es mejor protegerlos adentro que dejarlos que se vayan a correr en la calle.
Sí, porque se asustan mucho, ellos no tienen ni idea de lo que es un trueno, un relámpago, una cosa así.
Se asustan, sí, y se van corriendo y no saben ni a dónde van a ir.
No, y más se pierden, no se enfocan, no se concentran y se pierden. Ojalá que pues los cuiden, déjenlos dentro de su casa, cuando llueve, por favor, échenos una manita y hay que cuidarlos, hay que quererlos porque vean qué simpático.
Yes.
¿No? Lindos y pues son la vida para uno, ¿no? Uno es la vida para ellos. Ellos no saben de que si voy a tener de comer o no, ellos nomás piensan en su dueño y ya. Yo nomás quiero ver a mi vida. I just want to be my owner, with my owner, right?
Así están contentos.
Sí.
Están con sus dueños, ellos nomás quieren tener el amor y estar con alguien que los quiera tanto.
Exactamente. Ay, pues ojalá. Corina, gracias por estar aquí. De verdad es un placer que traigas a los animalitos y
Gracias
pues
por tenernos.
definitivamente tienes un corazón así porque querer a los animales es único.
Sí.
Pues muchísimas gracias.
Gracias por tenernos.
Y bueno amigos, pues quédense con nosotros porque tenemos más. So thank you for being here. Stay with us because we have a lot of surprises too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Gracias.
Thank you, Chase.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Aren't these great on a hot summer day?
I'm telling you, this is beautiful, perfect. What flavor is this? I really like it.
That's the suicide. That's a mixture of everything, but I'm doing Orange Dream, the favorite of the month.
Well, this really fits me. Suicide is like.
Well, it's the
Oh.
first time I've had an EG's without rum in it since college.
Maria, we are ready.
By the way, oh, okay, so we're ready?
Okay.
Okay, well, so welcome to Bienvenidos a su casa. Welcome to your home. How are you, Carla?
I'm good. Thank you for having me back.
Well, we are very happy to have you always, and we're thankful. But you have to tell us something about EG's because really I wasn't expecting it, and it's delicious. And our friends at home need to know about EG's.
Well, I am reacquainting myself with EG's because they are raising money for Angel Charity this year. They are selling coupon books that if you make a donation to Angel, you will get a coupon for half off your EG's order once a month for the whole 12 months, July through June. Isn't that great of our partners at EG's? They are so excited about Tucson Village Farm.
No.
So Tucson Village Farm, as you may recall, because you came out there to visit with us, is teaching kids how to grow fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
And
yes.
I've been out there a lot lately working on the farm, and whoever thought I'd become a veggie queen. But it has been hysterical watching the kids. You need to come out and see the little campers. Oh,
Definitely, definitely, yes. I already told them that we need to schedule one visit, and I love to see the children, working on that and becoming healthy, which is the most important thing.
which is so great, which is why EG's is partnering with us because Tucson is the home of EG's. It was born and bred out of University of Arizona students in Tucson, Arizona, and they use fresh local ingredients. They're Tucson Village Farm is Tucson, and Angel's Tucson. We're all Tucson originals. So we're so excited to be able to work together to build the culinary kitchen.
Right,
Because
yeah.
these kids are having such a good time planting vegetables and raising them. And when I was out last week, they even have a little bicycle to put fruit and yogurt in a blender and use the bicycle to blend it, not
Really?
electricity. So they're learning how to cook that way, but it would be really great if they had a kitchen, which is what we're
right.
doing this year.
That is so nice. You know what, and actually, by the way, let me just tell real quick, because I want our viewers, everybody to know about this thing going on with Aegis. Por cierto, todos nuestros amigos del programa, quiero que sepan que Aegis está donando a esta caridad de Angel Charity, que es para los niños aquí en Tucson. Y si ustedes van a Aegis y le dicen, compran, ellos le están dando unos cupones en el que les dan a usted la mitad de unos cupones, por cierto, que están aquí, these are the coupons, right?
Yes.
Coupon card. Y ustedes pueden tener descuentos por todo el año. Y aparte, ellos donan al Angel Charity, que está ayudando a los niños con Farm Village, que es una organización en la que Angel Charity donó fondos para que se haga la escuela culinaria de Tucson Village Farm. Una just beautiful thing that everybody should help, and we all should be supporting you, Angel Charity, and Aegis and Tucson Village Farm.
And this time of year, nothing is better than an Aegis on a hot summer day. It is just so much fun, and the flavors, they vary each month, and so you never get tired of them, and their sandwiches are so good.
Yes, I love them. Which kind do you like, by the way?
The grinder.
The grinder? I gotta go and get a grinder.
It's good.
Very good. Well, Carla, also any other plans right now for Angel Charity? Any upcoming events, anything that we can do to support Angel Charity?
Well, one of the things that is happening right now is on summer break, and we're having a groundbreaking coming up at the end of the month to actually start the building of the Culinary Center. But what Angels are doing is Angels are going all around town, and they're asking vendors to donate gifts. And with these gifts, we have a poker party at the ball, and these chips that they win, they use for gifts. We don't gamble for money, we gamble for gifts. But local vendors, if anybody's interested in donating gifts, it would really help. And every dollar that is raised will be going back to the beneficiaries. So it's so great. As I think I mentioned last time I was here, we have Tucson Village Farm, but we also have 7 other beneficiaries. We call it Tucson Village Farm and the 7 Smalls, like Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
Right.
So it is, in addition to building the culinary kitchen, we have all these other great programs that we're funding, and we've already given out the checks for the 7 Smalls.
Wow.
And so all that's left for us to do is to build this culinary center. But to do it, we need to
Right.
go out and raise money. And as I've told you before, we're an all-volunteer group. So
Exactly.
all of us do this in our spare time, but it's such a pleasure to be able to give back to the community in this way, and to know that Tucson Village Farm will now go from serving 13,000 kids a year to 18,000 kids
Wow.
a year, most of them from families that don't actually have access to a lot of information about fruits and vegetables.
Yeah,
And by changing their diet, we're going to change their lives, hopefully get rid of juvenile diabetes and childhood obesity just by eating a vegetable. So Tucson Village Farm says they're saving the world 1 carrot at a time. And with
very
Aegis'
cute.
help, we'll have 1 carrot and 1 Aegis at a time.
Thank you. Well, thank you so very much for that,
Thank
Carla. We're going to do and give you all the information that we have for the, for the Angel Charity, and we need to get donations from you. So we're going to put all the information here because really we need your help. Así es de que, amigos, quédense con nosotros porque continuamos con más. Y Carla, thank you very much. Let's go to Aegis. Let's get more.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa. Y bueno, señoras, pues ahora les tenemos información que es de gran importancia para todas ustedes, así es de que, por favor, acompáñenos. Welcome to your home, and now we have very important information that you all really need to hear because it's just that, very important for our own health. And we have now Dr. Arpit Dave. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. So, I really love the discussions that we were having prior to the program, and I'm so glad that you're going to talk about that. So let's go ahead And tell me, what is the difference between a pelvic exam and a pap smear?
Of course, thank you so much for having me today. It's really important to talk about the differences between pelvic examinations and pap smears. For many, many years, women have been getting pap smears and pelvic exams at the same time. Those recommendations have changed over the past 5 to 10 years. Pelvic examination includes an examination of all the feminine organs. That includes the vulva, the vagina, the cervix, uterus, fallopian tubes, and ovaries. A pap smear in particular, though, only checks for cancers of the cervix, which is at the very bottom of the uterus. The risk factors for the various types of cancers and other reproductive problems that women may have are not the same over the life course. Some of them go up over time, some of them go down over time. As a result, we check at different times for different types of problems.
So let me just tell him real quick.
Sure.
Or actually, you can also tell us a little bit in Spanish, right?
Okay.
La diferencia de un examen pélvico y un examen de pap smear, ¿cuál es la diferencia, díganos?
La diferencia es bastante fácil. Uno es que hay varios otros órganos en el sistema femenina y el Papa Nicolau o el pap smear solamente está para detectar cánceres del cuello del útero. Pero hay otras partes del sistema reproductivo de la mujer, incluso la vulva, que es los labios externales, también la vagina, sí el cuello del útero, pero también las trompas y los ovarios. El examen pélvico está para monitorear por todo el sistema reproductivo. El Papa Nicolau solamente es para detectar cánceres del cuello del útero.
Wow. Okay, and now tell us, you were going to say, when would be a good time to do either of those exams?
The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists is the governing body of women's health care. Their recommendation is that adult women should undergo pelvic examination. That is an examination of the entire reproductive system every year. However, pap smears, which are for detecting cervical cancer, are generally done every 3 to 5 years. As a result, most women should get a pelvic examination every year, but they may not get a pap smear every year. That results, as understandably, in quite a bit of confusion sometimes.
Yes, okay, so lo que el doctor nos está diciendo es que a lo mejor los exámenes pélvicos se deben de hacer cada año y que es una situación que a lo mejor no ha estado muy clara todavía, ¿verdad?, con las personas. Y los exámenes del Papa Nicolau de 1 a 3 años, o de cada 3 años. Y bueno, lo importante es, yo no sabía que era tan importante un examen pélvico.
There are many different types of not just cancers, but infectious problems that can occur, and pelvic examination is very important for that. You most commonly will get pelvic examination in a doctor's office, but sometimes you might go to an urgent care and get pelvic examination there, or even in an emergency room. But in urgent care situations and in emergency rooms, they will usually not perform a pap smear because a pap smear is only for detecting cervical cancer. Whereas when you see your regular physician or your gynecologist for a routine examination, they will ask you about when you had your last pap smear and will determine if you need another one at the time of your pelvic examination.
Yeah, it is extremely important, and pretty much people can save their lives if they really, or ladies, if you really think about taking that exam or asking your doctor, right, if you haven't had one, because I heard of them, but to be honest with you, I never had one. So it is very important to, yes, you as a woman, as the doctor know. So what would be the age that you think they are important?
Sure. Pelvic examination really is for all adult women. So we're talking most women over the age of 18.
Okay.
And there is really no age at which pelvic examination should be stopped. It should happen once a year. Though we do stop doing pap smears for most women who have no history of abnormalities after the age of 65. It's really important to talk to a gynecologist or your primary physician because they can help you sort out which tests you need and which tests you don't.
Wow, just by pretty much probably by some medical history that they find out when they're there. Now, I know that you can also, people can probably make an appointment to go with you and have an exam, right? So how can everybody contact you?
Sure. I'm employed by the Carondelet Medical Group. We have our phone number as well as our main office number.
Okay.
Anybody interested in setting up an appointment can call our main contact number.
Okay.
Our contact number is 520-319-5000.
Okay.
And that will get you to our appointment schedulers, and they can talk to you about whether an appointment is available and when we can help out. And we're happy to help sort through these issues. They're not easy issues to
No,
to
you
address.
know, and I think mostly for Hispanic women, sometimes it's just like, oh, I'm okay. Actually, we tend to ignore ourselves more than anybody, I think. Like, you know, I'm okay, and it's just not for me. They think probably even that it's just the system, but no, it's really your health, and that is so important. So we're going to put the phone number of Dr. Dave here on the screen so that you can please call and you know, think of your health, think of your family, and the first thing, like always, you know, think of yourself first before anything. So would you kindly invite everybody really to, and why it's so important, just invite everybody.
Yes, we'd love to have you come and visit with us. We don't just have to talk about your routine health, but there are any number of problems that women face with their reproductive health over their entire lives, and we're happy to help with any of those. Please reach out to us. We'd be happy to help in any way we can.
Así es de que ya saben, señoras, hay que hacer una cita con el doctor Davé, muy importante siempre. Y bueno, pues ojalá que pensemos siempre nosotros, doctor Davé. Muchísimas gracias. Thank
De nada,
you
mi placer.
so
Okay.
very
Alegría de
much.
conocerlos.
Y bueno, ojalá que lo tengamos otra vez porque hay mucho de qué hablar, ¿no? There's
Sí,
a
por
lot to
favor.
talk.
Sería mi placer, ¿ok?
Thank you.
Gracias.
Y bueno, amigos, quédense con nosotros porque todavía tenemos más aquí en Bienvenidos a su casa. And we really don't want to make this segment about Sophia, but she insists that she's going to be on most of our segments. And we have now Dr. Osete, our favorite doctor, dentist, and also we have Olga Valderrain, who is a student of the Arizona Sunset Dental School, right?
School of Dental Assisting.
So, first of all, thank you so much for being here.
Thank
Sophia,
you. Thank you,
again.
Maria, again.
And thank you very much for being here.
You're welcome. Thank
So
you.
you know what? I was telling you that I got actually a lot of phone calls on that that thing that when you talk about the bridges.
The bridges are
And so they wanted
major
more
work.
information, and they wanted to know if you can also, you know, they can pay payments. So
Yeah, well,
go right ahead.
yeah, you mentioned that, and obviously when somebody goes to the dentist, obviously the main concern is cost. How much is it gonna cost? Well, obviously when we get into bridges, or as you flip around through these, you'll see all these are major, what we consider major work: bridges, implants, dentures. Anything like that that's going to be replacing, that's going to require a lab fee. Those are usually the major costs. And obviously these, when we replace a tooth, we're talking about close to, you know, between $600 to $1,000 per tooth when we start to replace these. So it can sum up to a you know, a big number. Again, here's an implant that's being replacing a tooth. But so what are the options that the patient has? Obviously, if there isn't insurance, when we get into these big treatment plans that, you know, you're talking $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 or whatever, an insurance is really not gonna benefit that much. They may cover, you know, $1,000, and that's your maximum, or $1,500. But what happens to the other, you know, $6,000? Well, that obviously either has to be financed or has to be somehow in some sort of payment plan.
Right.
At our office, we work with a third party, which is called Care Credit, and they do different types of financing. So they forward or advance us the money, and then they offer you a no interest payment plan up to 12 months, depending on the amount that's financed. It's very difficult for us as an office or a dental office to finance, you know, different, you know, many cases. So sometimes the other thing that we do, if it isn't, you know, $5,000 or $10,000 or anything like that. If it's, you know, $1,000 or $2,000, sometimes what we do ask is that at least half of it is up front, or so we cover the lab fee, and then the rest of it, sometimes we'll divide it up into 3 payments in order to facilitate it, if that helps. Anything over than that, we normally have to pass it on to Care Credit or some sort of other financing.
Which is really a great plan, ¿no? Because it's still much better than coming up with the entire amount.
Correct.
Podemos decirlo rapidísimo para las personas que también...
Seguro, en español. Regresándome al mismo tema, cuando hablamos sobre tratamientos ya considerados tratamiento mayor, que no es una limpieza o un simple relleno o empaste, ya cuando llegamos a puentes o parciales o implantes, ya el costo del tratamiento pues ya surge a 3, 4, 5, 10 mil dólares, ¿no? Que aunque los pacientes tengan una aseguranza, normalmente llega hasta el tope la aseguranza, el beneficio de $1,000, $1,500. Entonces un plan de tratamiento de $3,000 o $5,000, pues no les sirve de mucho la aseguranza. Entonces con los que participamos nosotros es una compañía que se llama Care Credit, y se puede meter al internet y buscarlo, y ellos le ofrecen el financiamiento y un plan de pago de 12 meses sin interés, depende de la cantidad que quiere del préstamo. Y lo otro que hacemos es, si no es mucho, $1,000 o $2,000 o algo, a veces sí lo financiamos en casa, y es donde le pedimos al paciente que pague en el ganche de medio la cantidad media, y para cubrir los costos de un laboratorio que tenemos que pagar por adelantado nosotros, y luego lo demás lo podemos dividir en 3 o 4 pagos con una tarjeta de crédito o como sea, ¿no? Que quiera lo pueda dividir, pero pues tratamos de trabajar con ellos para que se haga el trabajo.
Yeah, so it's very important. So people need to know that if you need some, like he calls, major work, just call them, and they have Care Credit, which is very famous now, I think.
It is,
because
yes.
I've seen it even for animals or
Right.
for a lot of medical, dental, and all that.
Correct.
People can, so you have that option. Now, before we go too far on the time, tell us a little bit about the school, and then we're going to talk with her.
Sure. As I've talked before, at our office, we do offer this dental assisting program, which is a 15-week program where we try to do a fast-paced dental assisting, teaching dental assistants or training them so that they can get an entry-level position, somebody that's looking to change a career or right out of high school that they don't know what to do. We try to make it as inexpensive as possible, and hopefully get them their certificate so that they can get a job. And Olga here can tell you a little bit about she's just finishing up this course that we finished today.
So how you feel? Tell us
I was very excited. It's so much fun. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, the doctors are super patient. Their program is fast, and it is very hands-on.
Right.
Very hands-on. So that's what I liked more, because I'm a very active person. So I
Right.
And
it's not that long of a time, but it's also a fantastic opportunity to get to know that career, and it's perfect.
It's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. So if you end up liking it, it's 15 weeks. You didn't spend so much time, so many months, studying it. So it's really I liked it a lot.
So I'm glad you like it. I see you're very happy.
Yeah.
Olga was great. She likes the blood and guts,
I do.
And I think she's going to make a great oral surgery assistant. She's got a great personality, which is something that we cannot teach.
Right,
And that's the type of people that we like to have at the school. They've got the initiative. She's got great communication skills.
Yeah.
And those things you can't teach. And I think, but she likes blood, so I think she's gonna
I like
do
blood, and
well.
I like trauma, and I like seeing all that stuff.
Like, oh, is he black?
I do. It's like, when do I take out a teeth now?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm very happy. You look like you really love it. And of course, that has to do a lot with what you do and the work that they make you feel good about.
yeah, they do it. They make
Confident
it
and
so
all that.
comfortable, so easy for us to learn. I really liked it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jose, thank you so much for being here then. Hopefully next time we have something new for our viewers.
We will
But
do.
Thank you. So we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Maria.
So Sofia, we'll be back.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa. And well, we have now a nice surprise. You need to really pay attention to who we're going to be talking to because he's got a lot of solutions for some of the problems that a lot of us face during lifetime. Señoras y señores, quédense con nosotros ahorita porque tenemos una importante personalidad del mundo de lo que son los bienes raíces, pero más que nada porque le puede ayudar a resolver problemas que pueda estar teniendo ahorita en estos momentos con su propiedad. And we have Kyle Mokhtarian from KMS Enterprises. Kyle, how are you?
Good, Maria. How are you?
I am very happy to have you here finally.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
We've talked about other things on transactions that we've done together, and I really thought that you are extremely professional. So I
Thank
thought I need to bring him to the show. So tell us a little bit about KMS Enterprises and how you started.
Sure. My company, KMS Enterprises, was founded in 2001 by myself and my partner, Matthew Skidmore. We focus on investment properties. So for the past 10 years, our primary focus has been buying homes, renovating them and selling them or renting them out. It's become a very good business for us. Over the last 10 years, we've purchased over 2,000 homes, and I wanted to come on and talk to you about alternative methods for people to sell their homes. A lot of people, most people actually sell their home when they want to sell their house. They call a realtor such as yourself, and you list it for them on the market, and they receive offers and negotiate and get it sold. But for some scenarios, that doesn't really work for some people, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. So we buy a lot of homes directly from owners who have properties that are in distress. They could be facing foreclosure. They could have a rental situation that they don't want to deal with. They could inherit a property that they don't know what to do with. Any home that's in disrepair would be a candidate for us to buy. So that's what I figured we'd talk about.
So if at some point, and because it happens in life, I've seen it a lot and I'm sure you too, sometimes you get to a point where maybe listing the home doesn't really work, or maybe people cannot wait long enough, right? Or people can have an emergency, and listing a home with a realtor such as myself, like you said, is just not quickly enough for what some people need. So we want to invite everybody to look more into knowing that there's options for everybody out there. And let me tell real quick to our viewers in Spanish. Kyle Mokhtarian trabaja en KMS Enterprises. Él fundó la empresa con un amigo de él. Y bueno, la historia es, lo principal que quiero comunicarles es que ellos se dedican a comprar casas de personas que tienen problemas a veces con el embargo, que la van a perder, algún divorcios, cosas que pueden suceder muy repentinamente, que a veces las personas no se pueden esperar a hablarle a un realtor y ponerlo a la venta, que puede tomar meses. Ellos compran ese tipo de casas y bueno, en un momento dado pueden ayudar a resolver el problema. That's fantastic, because you help, and I think you were mentioning at some point that if someone is in a home and they probably don't have the money to repair their home, and we all want to have a nice home, but it could be difficult. At some point you could buy the property from that person and maybe even help them put them on a nicer remodeled home.
We do that. So a lot of times there's a lot of homes that just over the years have become in disrepair. So for them to list it on the market, it's not really a viable option because a buyer would ask the seller to do so many repairs, which they may not be in position to do. So selling to someone like myself can be beneficial because we can buy the property exactly the way it is. We wouldn't ask them to make repairs or move out any unwanted items. We could take care of all that. A lot of people think it's very expensive. You know, there's fees and costs, but when you negotiate directly with a buyer, you wouldn't pay any realtor fees or closing costs, so you can save on that. And then transaction can be very quick, as fast as a week we could close. So for people that need to sell quickly, it's a good option for them.
Perfect. So then the other thing that I wanted to ask you is if someone, let's say, is going through a hard time, do you give them some time, you know, sometimes to get out of that property because
we do.
It could take.
Right. So another problem that we see sellers have is that they say, well, I want to sell my home, but it's going to take me time to find another house. So we'll work with them because we also rent homes, so we can sell the house, they can get their loan paid off and receive the equity out of their house, and then we can rent it back to them. So they could take as much time as they need to find their next, you know, home where they want to live, and it makes the transition a lot more smooth for them and less stressful.
Fantastic. So we're going to be talking, I think that you're going to be coming here also more often. We're going to talk about other options of things that you can do with your home so that, you know, at some point you can get into an agreement with them and make things happen. And don't worry, because life is not worth losing or getting sick because of a situation like that. Kyle, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we're going to see you again, right?
I hope so. I'd love to come back.
We're going to bring him. I can tell you. So quédense con nosotros porque tenemos más aquí en Bienvenidos a su casa. We'll be back.
Bueno, pues ahora nos encontramos aquí con el Padre Edgar. Muchas gracias por aceptar nuestra invitación y nos sentimos bendecidos al que esté aquí con nosotros en este día. Así que para las personas que no saben, ¿de qué parroquia viene usted?
Yo vengo de la parroquia de San Cirilo de Alejandría, que estamos localizados en el noroeste, Pima y el Suam.
Yo sé que usted es de las Carmelitas o...
Sí, pertenezco a una comunidad religiosa de los Carmelitas. Hay dos ramas, los descalzos y los calzados. Obviamente yo pertenezco
con razón,
a los
lo miro
calzados,
con zapatos.
¿verdad? Con zapatos.
Sí, ok. Bueno, pues entonces para los que no sabían, él es de las Carmelitas. Y sé que tienen unos eventos muy próximos en su parroquia. ¿Qué eventos? Háblenos un poco de sus eventos.
Pues el evento principal que vamos a tener ya en un par de semanas es el retiro de hombres y mujeres, que tenemos un invitado especial, el padre Ricardo Campos, que nos visita de Mexicali. Él es un sacerdote que trabaja en la diócesis trabajando con las personas con problemas de drogadicción. Y cada año el padre Ricardo nos acompaña a nuestra parroquia a un retiro. Este año el retiro va a tener lugar el día sábado 21 de las mujeres y el domingo 22 para los hombres. Así es que no hay excusa que el hombre y la mujer no vayan al retiro, ¿verdad? Damos la oportunidad para que sea el hombre y la mujer puedan acompañarnos.
¿Y por qué decidieron separarlos? ¿Cuál era el propósito?
Precisamente porque nos dimos cuenta que la mujer, tanto como el hombre, tiene temas muy específicos, aunque algunos son iguales. Pero más que nada para darle la oportunidad para que el hombre pueda acompañarnos en el retiro, al igual que la mujer, alguien se pueda quedar en la casa y no tengan que andar buscando babysitting, ¿verdad? Porque es algo que a veces la gente se quejaba antes porque no tenían esa facilidad.
Sí, entonces, ¿en dónde va a ser?
El retiro va a tener lugar en nuestra parroquia de San Cirilo, que está localizado en el 4725 East Pima Street. Y también la información la pueden encontrar en el Facebook, que también tenemos nuestra página de Facebook.
Qué bien, entonces ya saben dónde pueden encontrar toda la información, más datos si quieren comunicarse con otras personas, ¿no? También.
Correcto, sí, sí.
Así que...
Y pues les hacemos la cordial invitación para que nos acompañen.
Sí.
Son 2 días muy, muy bendecidos donde el Padre Ricardo nos habla pues básicamente de temas muy básicos del diario vivir del ser humano, ¿no?
Sí, porque he estado yo en esos eventos y me fascina, así que yo también les hago la invitación a todos los que gusten estar. Las mujeres ya saben, no hay pretexto. Pueden dejar al papá, al marido cuidando a los hijos y luego el domingo le toca a los hombres.
Correcto.
Y es una gran bendición porque aprendes mucho. Aprendes la verdad de cómo saber llevar la familia, los temas que dan son bastante
correcto, sí. Más que nada en este tiempo que nos damos cuenta que los matrimonios pues tienen muchos problemas con la comunicación, problemas de las finanzas, intimidad. Entonces el Padre Ricardo tiene pues ese don que Dios le ha dado de poder comunicar ese tema tan importante para nuestras parejas. Así es que pues estamos muy contentos que Él nos acompaña cada año a nuestra parroquia.
Ya sabe, Padre, aquí bienvenido a su casa y así como esta es la primera vez, esperemos que no sea la última. Y pues muchas gracias. Ya saben, vamos a estar promoviendo este evento, es la manera que nosotros podemos poner nuestro granito de arena.
Muchísimas gracias, Inés.
Muchas gracias y pues bienvenidos a su casa.
Hi, we're David and Catherine Eblin, and we just had our closing. And this is the second time go around with Maria, and as usual, this was incredible. Everything went just perfect, and we just can't wait to get into our house. And
we highly recommend.
We highly recommend you want to make a real estate transaction. Just get a hold of Maria. She'll take care of you.
We've bought and sold, and it's been a good experience.
Yeah.
And well, now we finally got to our Help You Sell real estate segment. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the properties that are on the market right now that we got. But also, I wanted to tell you that prices are increasing very rapidly, at least 5.8% per year, up to 6% per year. And in some areas of Tucson, the increase is 11% per year. That is huge. And of course, that's causing also that the interest rates are going up and up and up. So if you want to buy a house, this is the time to buy it. And of course, selling it as well. So now, let me tell you a little bit about our new properties on the market. We have a condominium, which is 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 960 square feet in a great location. Orange Grove and Oracle Road is amazing, and the price on that one is $55,000. It's going to go very, very, very quick. And the other one that we got is also on Rosemist Way on the 85741 zip code. This is on the northwest side of Tucson, and this one is a home, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 2-car garage, and is listed at $154,900. I think your payment, if you buy it with a loan, is probably going to be about $900, probably $1,000. And the HOA fee is very low, $27 only. Great rental. I think that if you want to start investing in real estate, this is a great property for it, and it's in a great location. Near I-10, and you know that if you're near I-10, you can go pretty much everywhere. We also have a new listing on Atlow Road. This is in Marana. This is one of the new properties on Saguaro Bloom. Beautiful, beautiful home. And this one has 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and is listed at $249,000. We also have another one on San Pablo Drive. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's listed at $158,900 and also has a 2-car garage. So if you are interested in purchasing or selling a home, give me a call. My name is Maria Powell. I'm the designated broker for Help You Sell Galleria Realty with 19 years experience already and almost 700 homes sold here in Tucson. So I hope that I can be of any service to you. Give me a call, 520-975-6697. Give me a call. I'll see you soon.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa. And now let me tell you a little bit about Amber. Amber is a timeless, luxurious phytonutrient serum infused with antioxidants, plant botanicals, and nourishing carboxylic acids which target skin cells, creating smooth, beautiful, and glowing skin. Y ahora permítanme decirles un poquito de Amber. Es un suero fitonutriente atemporal y lujoso, infundido con antioxidantes, plantas botánicas y ácidos carboxílicos nutritivos que se dirigen a las células de la piel para crear una piel suave, hermosa y resplandeciente. E allora Amber è un fitonutriente in legno e lussuoso erogato con antiossidanti, pianti botanici e acidi carbossilici nutritivi che sono diretti alle cellule per creare una pelle morbida e bella. So what do you say? What is going on with this crazy woman? Yes, sunglasses. I think that this is the best time to start with nice pair of beautiful Escape sunglasses with this summer coming on with us. And well, now that we're starting a new fashion trend, guess what? I am very proud to introduce to you my new logo, and actually I'm going to show it to you because I really like it. It was made in Italy. So all of the, we're working on some accessories for women, made in Italy again. And as you can tell, this is our new logo. Pretty soon you're going to be seeing some things that we're going to be bringing to you. And as well, we're also searching and looking to get accessories that you are really going to love. Y bueno, amigos, como les decía un poquito, estamos muy emocionados porque les quiero decir que ahora tenemos ya una marca que estamos creando de accesorios para dama hechos en Italia. Así es de que ojalá y que todos los podamos portar. Van a ser cosas lindas, muy bien hechas y bueno, van a estar unos precios increíbles que les van a gustar. Así es de que estamos muy orgullosos y en este segmento de moda, pues más que nada, es lo que queríamos decirles. Están pasando muchísimos cambios en nuestra casa, estamos mejorando, queremos traerles siempre lo mejor y bueno, como siempre, pues contamos con un equipo de producción que está siempre avante aquí en este programa. Así es de que, bueno, quédese con nosotros porque tenemos más de Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa. Y bueno, amigos, gracias por haber estado aquí con nosotros en Bienvenidos a su casa. Los esperamos todos los domingos a las 9 de la mañana por Azteca Tucson, Canal 14. Y bueno, muchísimas gracias a ustedes. And I want to thank this beautiful group of amazing people here with us. Thank you very much for being here.
Wow.
And you're coming back, right?
Always.
Always.
Yes.
She's always coming back. Thank you so very much for
You're
being
welcome.
here.
De nada.
Y bueno, amigos, pues acompáñenme, ya saben que me fascina bailar. So, we'll see you next time en Bienvenidos a su casa. Are recording segment 5, program 68, take 1.
Alrighty.
What's that? I'm bad.
There you go. So yeah,
It was kind of slow. Because it started a little bit slow, like.
Bienvenidos a su casa.
Bienvenidos a su casa. This program was brought to you by Help You Sell Galleria Realty.